Bashmayo Nesrada Shishmo Tise Valkuso Megve Sebyono Aikanud Bashmayo
On behalf of the Pontifical Oriental Institute, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you, in particular Cardinal Law and all our speakers, in particular our 35 bishops from India who are here today representing the ceremonial of our church. We're most delighted to have you here. We're most delighted to sponsor this very important event. The Institute is a great intersection of many different countries and many different cultures. We're very happy to point out that our 360 or 370 students come from 50 countries, that 50 of our students are women, that 50 of our students are Orthodox. It's a wonderful crossroads, this institute. It's a wonderful place of peace. I welcome each and every one of you. Thank you.
Our Eminence Cardinal Leonardo Sandri, because of his busy schedule, he has said that he will not be able to participate today, but he has given us the inaugural message and he has asked Bishop Mar Bosco Puttur, Curial Bishop of the Syro-Malabar Church, to present the inaugural message here.
Your Eminence Cardinal Bernard Francis Law, Reverend Father James McCann, Rector of Pontifical Institute, Ma Joseph Kalarangat, Monsignor Natalie Lotha, Reverend Professor Pablo Tafel, Archbishop Ma Andrew Starrett, respected bishops, priests, religious sisters and brothers, dear friends. Ieri sono richiesto dalla congregazione delle Chiese orientali per presentare questo messaggio del prefetto della congregazione delle Chiese orientali. Con molto gradimento vi ho accettato questo invito e presento il messaggio del Cardinale Prefetto. Message of His Eminence Leonardo Cardinal Sandri, Prefect of the Congregation for the Oriental Churches, for the seminar organized by the Marthoma Yogam on the theme New Evangelization Within and Beyond, Eastern Catholic Perspective, March 31, 2011. May I express my cordial greetings to His Eminence Cardinal Law, Your Eminences, and to the executive and membership of Marthoma Yogam, and to all those who attend this seminar on the theme, New Evangelization Within and Beyond, Eastern Catholic Perspective. The theme of New Evangelization is especially apt for two reasons. First, it refers directly to the title of the Synod of Bishops, scheduled to be held at the Vatican from October 7 to 28, 2012. Immediately, we are reminded that the challenge posed by evangelization is proper to the universal church. In other words, evangelization motivates the baptized to rely upon all the resources of our particular churches and cultures without limiting ourselves strictly to their context. Evangelization would have us reach inward to the utmost depths of our spiritual identity, and from there to reach outward to a society increasingly immersed in values and a mindset which are often alien to our faith.
Mar Bosco Putur. Mar Joseph Kalarangat. Monsignor Natale Loda. Reverend Professor Pablo Gefael.
Thank you, Father Rector. Thank you, Your Eminence. Thank you, Your Excellency. Now I leave the show to the moderator, His Eminence Cardinal Bernard Law.
Thank you very much. First, confession is good for the soul. And the granting of forgiveness is the greater grace. So I want you to have that grace by please forgiving me for coming in late. Why did I come in late? Well, it certainly wasn't because of a disdain for what I was about to do. As a matter of fact, I've been rather anxious about it. But I'm almost 80 years old, and I got a little bit confused about the starting time, because we had talked about 4 o'clock, and we had talked about 3:30. And of course, in my mind, I made the wrong choice. So that's why I thought I had come early, but I actually came late. Please forgive me. That was a magnificent word that we received from His Eminence, Cardinal Sandri, and I found that our beginning was very moving as this symbol of light, which is so much at the heart of our faith and of our worship, and yet is such a universal symbol. Very appropriately, in silence, was certainly able to touch my heart, as I'm sure it touched the hearts of us all, as we implore the coming of the light of God, the Holy Spirit, upon us during these days. After the match between India and Pakistan, I thought that some of you might have that in mind, and I'm glad it turned out the way it is with this crowd. And I see myself more as a referee than anything else. But, you know, being a bishop you can't refrain from wanting to get your own 2 cents worth in as well. And so allow me just a few introductory remarks before going on to introduce the speakers. The first is a word of profound gratitude to the bishops who are here from the Syro-Malabar Church for the incredible contribution you make, not simply in Kerala, not simply in all of India, but in many other parts of the world as well, in the Church's mission of evangelization. We're not talking about a reality that doesn't involve this church. We're talking about a reality in which this church is heavily invested. And the contribution of the members of this church outside of Kerala is incredible. I simply want to acknowledge that. And I've seen it in terms of my responsibility as a member of the Eastern Churches congregation, as also as a member of the Congregation for Evangelization of Peoples. And I've experienced it as a bishop in the United States. So let there be no doubt about it in anyone's mind. This church, which you represent, is a missionary church, is a church committed to the work of evangelization. There's no doubt about that. I must also confess that I understand that underlying all of the beautiful words and everything else, there's a root problem that many all here feel, some very intensely. I also took comfort by the words you're going to be telling us later, that what we're about here is the possible, here and now. And that's where we will focus, or that's where we need to focus. He will